後にメッセージっていうの入れといて。後で連絡しちゃうかも。じゃあ、お願いだよ。
Greetings everybody, this is Big D318, the fat and glorious bastard of anime, coming to you from my home office. I'm going to do a review today on a wonderful and delightful series known as Spice and Wolf. Our story takes place in stylized historical Europe, with our main characters Kraft Lawrence and Hollow. Kraft Lawrence is a 25-year-old traveling merchant going from village to village, town to town, and selling, trading, and peddling essential goods and merchandise. And he's been at this for 7 years, and his goal is to become a successful merchant with his own merchant shop. And he's slowly getting there. Sorry for my pronunciation there. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. Okay, on to Hollow. Hollow is a 600-year-old pagan deity. She appears in human form as a 15-year-old wolf girl. She has been the goddess of the harvest for the village of Pasol for the past 600 years. The local legend and lore of Pasol describes the reasons why she became the goddess of the harvest. So, when Lawrence arrives at the town of Pasol, it's at the end of the harvest season, and he's there to travel furs for grain for a neighboring town and to make a commission off of it. While making arrangements to stay overnight, he is unaware that fate would intervene on his behalf. Before traveling to the inn, he was trying to secure his cart for the night, and he found Hollow in his cart, sleeping amongst the furs that he had. This was quite an uncanny encounter. After the initial shock between the two, Hollow informed Lawrence of a few things. First, she wants to leave Pasol and travel north back to her homeland Yugatsu in the north for these reasons. One, she wants to see how the world has changed in the past 600 years, and two, she's under the impression or the assumption that her own people in her homeland had forsaken her due to lack of contact and communication. As the series progresses, you'll find out why. And she wants Lawrence to escort her back to Yugatsu and be his traveling companion. In exchange, she would use her wisdom and insight to increase his profits and make better deals so he can fulfill his dream and goal a whole lot sooner. I think that's a fair exchange, in my opinion. So Lawrence agrees and makes arrangements at the end for them to stay, and then he makes arrangements for her to leave Pasol unnoticed. Once they leave Pasol behind and traveling north to Hollow's homeland, her true nature attracts unwanted attention from the church. And you know how the church goes, they get a little antsy or doo-doo-doo. So that's how I feel about the church. That's a side note, but you kind of see it in the series, the same sentiment. This series began as a light novel of 17 novels, published by ASC2 Media Works, written and illustrated by Isuna Hazukara and Io Hayakura. The genre that this series falls into is adventure, fantasy, and romance, and this series is considered a unique fantasy because it focuses on economics, trading, selling, and peddling instead of swords and magic and stuff like Lord of the Rings. You should not pass! Sorry. As popularity grew for this series, it was adapted into a seinen manga, an anime and internet radio series, and 2 visual novels for the Nintendo DS. I think that's pretty good, ain't it? Overall, in conclusion, I think this series is awesome, delightful, good, wonderful, all the noble characteristics in a good anime. So, I have to rate this series 5 out of 5. And if you read the light novels, the manga, and watch the anime series, you'll gain the same sentiment, I think. And I hope this review would help you choose this series for your viewing pleasure. So, otaku, anime fans, manga fans, YouTube, this is Big D318, the Fanglorious Bastard of anime, saying to you, have a good day and peace out.